Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Today we're going to make some okra and pumpkin punch on YouTube. I was supposed to upload the video, but something went wrong and I couldn't upload it, so I decided to go live and make me some fresh okra and pumpkin juice. So that's what we're going to do today. And don't mind me guys, because I'm also making my dinner as well. So we're going to go ahead and get these pumpkin and okra all cut up and ready. So we got them right here. We got the okra right here and the pumpkin. So I'm gonna go ahead and dice them up and get them prepped to make that punch, okay? So here the okra, we're gonna start by dicing up the okra. So I'm just cutting them smaller. So when I cook them, they're already in sizes to be blended. So guys, I already cut the okras into smaller pieces for cooking, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dice up the pumpkin as well, because it's gonna be okra and pumpkin juice that we're making. All right, and like I said, I'm also making my dinner, so I have to multitask. I got some rice and curry chicken going as well, but that's for another video. So I have to multitask. Ninja, get it check at YouTube, me live over there now. So I'm gonna go ahead and dice the pumpkin, guys. And of course it's real Jamaican pumpkin. You see all that yellow and nice? Yes, real Jamaican pumpkin. We're gonna dice it up and get going. But before I finish dicing it up, I'm gonna get a pot with water and put it to boil. So as soon as I'm done dicing, I can have it cooked. Okay? Okay, so I get my pot and I'm gonna put it on the stove right there to boil. And that's gonna be the water that I'm gonna use to cook the pumpkin and the okra. And I'm gonna cover the lid so it can boil quickly. Okay, guys? Now I'm gonna go back to cutting the pumpkin up into smaller pieces for cooking. So of course I had this little piece of pumpkin in my fridge that I used and left. I'm gonna cut this one up first and then I go ahead to cut the bigger piece. And of course you peel the skin from the pumpkin, guys. And why am I making a mess? Why am I making a mess? Stop falling. Okay, so I'm not gonna do all that pumpkin because I'm not making too much drink at once. So I'm gonna leave back a slice of the pumpkin for another day. Okay, another day, another dollar, or another menu. Is that right? Or I may just do all of it because it looks small. So I may ended up doing it all, okay? But let me see. I gotta turn the stove down a bit because like I said, I'm also making dinner. I'm multitasking. Okay, so I peeled the pumpkin, but of course I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the peelings from off the kitchen counter because I don't like nothing on my counter while I'm cooking. So right away, I'm cleaning all the pumpkin peelings off the kitchen counter. So of course I cleaned them up and I got them right there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish dicing all this pumpkin up into smaller pieces. Okay, so now I have them into smaller pieces, guys. You can see clearly, right? Now I have them into smaller pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my strainer because I'm gonna wash them. So I'm gonna transfer them to this and I'm gonna wash them and get them ready for cooking. So I got both the okra and the pumpkin in this thing, and we are going to wash them. So I'm washing them guys right over here, getting them washed. And I'm getting them ready. And while we wait for the water to boil, I'm just gonna sit it right here. And I'm sitting it on the cutting board. That means if anything drain while it drains, it doesn't mess the entire place up. So we're making, for those who are just joining, we're making pumpkin and okra punch. And I'm also making dinner. I'm gonna make curry chicken. I got the chicken right here seasoned and it's been marinating. And I'm gonna go ahead and start this curry chicken in the meantime. So I got curried chicken right here, guys. Smells so good. So whilst I'm waiting for the water to boil with the pumpkin and the okra punch, I'm gonna go ahead and get my curry chicken going, all right? So this is the pot that I'm gonna do the curry chicken in. Can you guys see clearly or no? I'm not sure how to get this thing all the way up for you guys to see. Yeah, think you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead with the curry chicken now. I don't know how to set comments. I don't know how to set the comment because I'm trying this thing for the first time. I'm not sure why. That's something I may need to look at. Yeah, that's something I may need to look at because on my last video that I uploaded, nobody is able to comment either, and it's saying it's something in the setting, but I guess I'm not understanding. So I gotta learn. So maybe next time. Right now, I don't even know what I'm supposed to press on my screen, to be honest. Not even so sure. Let me see. Not sure at all how to do it. But that's something I need to learn. So I'm gonna go ahead with the curry chicken whilst I'm waiting for the water to boil for the punch, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a little oil in the pot. And guys, I like to use coconut oil. Organic coconut oil, that's what I use when I'm cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little oil in the pot for my curry chicken. This is the way it's hard. So I gotta use a spoon and take out a little and get it in the pot. I'm not sure how the commenting works. I'll have to learn how to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil in the pot and have it melted. Have it melted a little. That is it. Have it melted a little. Can somebody tell me how to turn the comments on? Oh well, who is gonna tell me? What is a dumb question? Because I'm actually on there now. Nobody can comment to tell me. So I guess I gotta figure that out when I'm done. But for now, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm just making sure to make some dinner and my okra punch. So guys, now the water for the okra is boiling. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in and have them cooked. Alright. And I don't know about you, but I like to put a little amount of salt. Not a lot, just a little. When I'm making these drinks that's gonna contain milk and stuff, I like to add a little salt. So of course I'm gonna go ahead, and this is the pumpkin and the okra, and dice them up into smaller pieces so they can be blended, and I'm gonna go ahead and add them to the boiling water now. So of course they're in. And I'm gonna cover it and let it cook for like 15 minutes. Alright, now the pot is hot for the curry chicken, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to burn my curry. So of course I'm gonna add a little curry, and I'm gonna let that burn, but not burn black, because I don't want the chicken to be black. So as soon as it looks burned, look at it guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add my curried chicken, and I put everything at once, all the seasoning with the curry, because I don't add water to curry chicken. So I'm going to go ahead, add the chicken. I'm gonna turn the stove down to the lowest point and cover it. Look at that guys, look at that guys. So now I'm gonna cover it, and I'm gonna turn my stove down and leave it. Occasionally I'll turn it, and in a few minutes it should already start having water from the meat itself that will be sufficient to cook it. And if I need to add water, I already have my kettle over here boiling, because it would be boiling water that I add. Each time I'm cooking, I always have a kettle of boiling water for any need that may arise. So right now, I'm just waiting on the okra to be cooked, and I'm cooking my curry chicken. The rice is already steaming over there, almost done. So in the meantime I'm doing that guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wash the kitchen up. Wash those strainer and cutting board, because I don't like to have dirty things while I am cooking. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and see if I know how to actually change the settings, if I can log in elsewhere to allow comments. Because I don't know, I really don't know, guys. While I'm waiting for these to be cooked. Guys, try see if you can comment. Because I see something about live chat which I turned on. Turn off the kitchen counter because I don't like nothing on my counter while I'm cooking. So right away, I'm cleaning all the pumpkin peelings off the kitchen counter. just saying, I don't know how to allow comments.
Is it that on?
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and check on the curry chicken now, guys. Because like I said, I'm doing more than one stuff at a time. So look at that, guys. Before, I didn't add any water, and look at that. It got a lot of water now. That is it. So it's taking its own little time to cook slowly. To cook slowly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stir it a bit. And then I'm gonna cover it back. It looks like I gotta go to YouTube Studio to change the comment section. So I'm trying to do that on my laptop. In the meantime, I'm trying to multitask. So for now, I think the okra and the pumpkin is cooked because I can't even get them up on the fork. Look at that. It's cooked. See? Cooked, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna remove the pot from the stove. I'm gonna put it in the sink with some cold water because I want it to cool down quickly so I can go ahead with my drink. If you guys not cooking in any hurry, you don't need to do that. But for me, I want it to cool down so I can make that drink and move on to doing other stuff. So I'm gonna remove it from the stove and sit it in the sink with some cold water so the pot can cool down quickly. Okay? So now I'm just monitoring the curry chicken as well, guys. And if you can see, you will see that it now has a lot of water and I didn't add any water. So when you're making curry chicken, you don't need to add water. Once you put everything in at once, cover it on low fire, it's gonna spring a lot of water. That is sufficient to cook the chicken and it tastes way better because you're not adding any water. So it uses its own water and it tastes really better like that. Right now I'm trying to look on my laptop to see how to activate my comment section. Guys, now I'm gonna go ahead and start making my drinks because I think it's cooled down a bit, okay? Guys, I think you're able to comment. I'm not sure. Can you check and see? Anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and make the drink because that was the whole purpose of coming live today. Making my okra and pumpkin punch, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and go live. But before I start making the drink, I'm gonna check on this curd chicken again because I don't want it to be burnt. So I'm gonna check on the chicken. I don't know why this freaking tripod be giving me issues. Yeah. The chicken is almost cooked, guys. Almost cooked. I soon show it to you. By the time I'm done with this drink, the chicken will be ready. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to make my drink. So here I have it. It's cooled down because I had it in the water, cold water that is. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I plug the blender in and now I'm gonna add the contents that I was cooking in the blender. So I make sure to take some of the pumpkin and some of the okra. Make sure to have a little of each in there because it looks like it's gonna be two blend, or it could actually be one. Yes, guys, it's not a lot, so I could actually apply everything. And I'm gonna use the same water that I used to cook it to blend it, guys. The same exact water. So I go ahead to pour everything in the blender, but I realize it's too full, so I have to pour out back a little of the water, okay? Not much, just a little. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend this until it is smooth, because we will not be straining it. It's not a drink for straining. So I cover my blender and I make sure it's tightly locked, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend. And I'm going to blend it very smooth, because like I said, it's not a drink. It's not a drink to be strained or anything. I don't like running the blender straight because I don't want it to burn up or anything. So you see me stuck in the middle of every little thing. Yeah. Okay, so it's not yet fully blend, because I don't know if you can see, it still got some green stuff from the okra. So it needs to be blended some more, because it needs to be smooth, all the way smooth. looks way better. I'm not sure if you're seeing it properly, but it actually looks so smooth right now. So you can see you're not seeing the green stuff that you were seeing before. So it's actually smooth, 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 guys. Okay? Look at that. Smooth as ever. All right? Smooth as ever. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transfer this to my jug that I just rinsed out. As you can see, I just rinsed it out. And I'm gonna transfer the blended content to the jug. And now I'm gonna make the sweetener that I normally use in the blender and add it to that, okay? So right now, for me, I like adding a little oats. It's not necessary because I don't always do it, but for today, I want to add a little bit of oats, not a lot, just a small amount. And of course, we're using Jamaican Fosca oats. So I'm gonna add a small amount of oats, not a lot, guys, because you know the pumpkin and the okra is thick, and adding a lot of oats can cause it to be too thick. But I like adding a little. But for today, I'm not gonna do a lot. So just a little amount of oats. I need to clean this. And of course, I'm gonna use vanilla lasco because I don't like using tin milk. I don't know for you guys, but for these kind of drinks and stuff, I don't like using tin milk. Most persons do, but I don't, because I feel like when you make it, the drinks taste like tin milk when you use tin milk. So personally, I like using vanilla lasco. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a pack of vanilla lasco. And because we're using vanilla lasco and it's sweet, we are not going to add a lot of sugar. Maybe just a little spoon of sugar, but not a lot. So of course I'm gonna add just one. I don't really use sugar, so of course I don't even have a container that I store it in. I've had this bag of sugar for months. Then, you know we Jamaican, so of course we are gonna put liquor on everything. So today we're gonna put a little Irish mash, Jamaican supplicant. We go add Guinness or Dragon, one of them, or maybe both of them, and a little vanilla extract, cinnamon, and I got my nutmeg. So that is what we're adding today. So of course, I'm gonna go ahead and get these open over here. I got the opener over here. Yeah, so we're using both the Guinness and the Dragon. And we'll go ahead and pour it in. We pour them in. And of course I didn't tilted the bottle, so it's frothing. When you're pouring these stuff out, you gotta tilt the bottle a little so it doesn't froth all the way up. That's something I normally do, but I guess because I'm on YouTube for the first time, I'm actually nervous. My first time being live on YouTube. Guys, and the curry chicken looks so good. Remember, I'm multitasking, so I'm doing a lot of stuff at a time. Guys, take a look at that. The curry chicken, it's ready. Ready, ready, ready. Look at the texture, guys. Everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this one off in the meantime because it's ready too. So everything is actually finishing at once. Everything finishes at once. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Yes, so I'm pouring the Guinness and the Dragon. I'm gonna go ahead with my Irish mash. And I pour it in. So because I'm using all these sweet stuff, you know, suppligent Irish mash, I didn't really need the sugar. That's why I said I don't need to add sugar because it will be sweet and you don't want it to be too sweet. So I'm adding in my stuff. My suppligent. And because it's frothing up, I'm gonna go ahead and blend these and then I add my spices in after I blend it, okay? So let me go ahead and get rid of these from the kitchen counter. Dump them in the bin, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover them. I need to get this off the fire. Alright, this won't take a long time to be blended because you know it's liquid, so I'm basically just mixing it in the blender. Won't take a long time. So I'm just mixing all the mix together, all the ingredients. I'm just mixing them together, guys. And that is it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pour all these stuff to sweeten in. Then I set this aside because it needs to be washed. Then I'm gonna go ahead and stir it together. Can you guys see? Are you seeing the right thing? Yeah, better. So I'll go ahead and now mix it together. Mix until it looks even. Then I add my little vanilla extract. Just a little, not too much, guys. Vanilla. I add a little cinnamon. Not a lot, just a little. And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and grate a little nutmeg in. Not a lot either, guys. And I'm gonna stir. I'm gonna stir, 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 stir. Guys, and don't be so aggressive like me until you're pouring it out on the kitchen counter. So you just stir it in. Stir, stir, stir until everything looks even. Everything looks even, and there you got it. Your okra and your pumpkin punch. And it's all ready. Normally I would sit it in the fridge to be cold because I do not like to serve this kind of drink with ice, because when you do, it's like the ice will be melted on top and the drink at the bottom and stuff like that. So I would just sit it in the fridge and make sure it's super cool before I serve it. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour a glass so you guys can see the texture. Look at that. Not too thick and it's not too water. And it's all ready. Okra and pumpkin punch. Look at that, guys. Super, super, super nice. It's only for you to taste it and experience the niceness. Alrighty. But I just poured it for you to see the texture. I'm gonna go ahead and sit it in the fridge so that it can be super, super cold. Because like I said, I don't like to serve it with ice. So I just make sure it's super cool before I serve it. So there you have it, okra and pumpkin juice. Alrighty, so thank you guys so much, so much, so much for watching. Until next time, we'll have something brand new on the menu. Alright, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. You guys can comment too and tell me what video you would like to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.